Ronaldo's arrival at City would also have significant commercial implications, as the Portuguese star is one of the most marketable athletes in the world. His presence in the City squad would undoubtedly lead to increased revenue streams and a boost to the club's global brand. Ronaldo's experience and leadership would be invaluable to the City squad, particularly in the big games. He has played at the highest level for over a decade and has won numerous trophies throughout his career, including 5 Champions League titles. Ronaldo's arrival at City could also have an impact on the development of young players, such as Phil Foden and Ferran Torres. While City would undoubtedly benefit from Ronaldo's presence on the pitch, it is possible that his dominance could limit the opportunities for younger players to showcase their talent. Ronaldo's move to City would also have repercussions for his former club, Manchester United. The rivalry between the two Manchester clubs would be intensified, and United fans would likely be unhappy to see their former hero playing for their crosstown rivals. Ronaldo's presence in the City squad would make them even more of a dominant force in the Premier League, and it is likely that they would be strong contenders for the title each season. The addition of Ronaldo could also help City to compete more effectively in the Champions League, a competition they have struggled to win in recent years. Ronaldo's transfer to City would have a significant impact on the transfer market, with many clubs potentially having to rethink their transfer plans as a result. The signing of Ronaldo would likely set a new benchmark for transfer fees and wages, and could have a knock-on effect on the valuations of other top players. City's rivals in the Premier League would undoubtedly target Ronaldo as a key player to nullify, and it would be interesting to see how Guardiola would respond to this. It is possible that City would need to adapt their tactics and play a more counter-attacking style in certain games in order to take advantage of Ronaldo's pace and finishing ability. The arrival of Ronaldo at City could also have implications for the Portuguese national team, as he would be playing alongside Bernardo Silva and Ruben Dias, 2 of his international teammates. This could lead to a stronger understanding between the players and a more cohesive unit on the pitch. Ronaldo's transfer to City would likely lead to a surge in merchandise sales, with fans flocking to buy shirts and other items bearing his name and number. This would have a positive impact on the club's bottom line and could help to offset the cost of the transfer fee and wages. Ronaldo's arrival at City would also bring a level of star power to the Premier League that has not been seen for some time. His presence in the league would attract more attention from fans and media around the world, and could help to raise the profile of English football on the global stage. City's style of play is heavily based on possession and patient build-up, which could be seen as a contrast to Ronaldo's more direct and attacking approach. However, Guardiola is known for his ability to adapt approach to suit the players at his disposal, and it is likely that he would find a way to incorporate Ronaldo's strengths into the team's play. Ronaldo's arrival at City could also have implications for the development of young players from the club's academy. With Ronaldo likely to be a regular starter, there may be limited opportunities for younger players to break into the first team. However, the presence of a player of Ronaldo's caliber could also provide inspiration and motivation for young players to strive for excellence and push themselves to reach new heights. The signing of Ronaldo could also have a significant impact on the dynamics within the City dressing room. While he is undoubtedly a highly skilled and experienced player, he is also known for his strong personality and occasionally confrontational style. Guardiola would need to manage Ronaldo carefully to ensure that he integrates well with the rest of the team and does not upset the delicate balance within the squad. One potential area of concern for City would be Ronaldo's age, as he is now 36 years old and approaching the end of his career. While he has shown few signs of slowing down in recent seasons, there is always the risk that his performance levels could decline as he enters his late 30s. This could lead to City having to rethink their attacking strategy in the medium to long term. The arrival of Ronaldo at City could also have a psychological impact on their rivals in the Premier League. His reputation as one of the greatest footballers of all time would give City a mental edge over their opponents, who may struggle to contain him and be intimidated by his presence on the pitch. The transfer of Ronaldo to City could also have a knock-on effect on the wider football landscape, with other top clubs potentially being forced to rethink their own transfer plans as a result. This could lead to a shift in the balance of power in European football, with City potentially becoming the dominant force for years to come. Another potential area of concern for City would be Ronaldo's fitness levels, as he has suffered a number of injuries in recent seasons. Guardiola would need to carefully manage his workload and ensure that he does not become overexerted, particularly in the latter stages of the season. when the team may be involved in multiple competitions. Ronaldo's arrival at City could also have a cultural impact on the club and its fans. While he is undoubtedly a highly skilled player, he is also known for his flamboyant personality and occasionally controversial behavior. City fans may need to adjust to this new style of play and find ways to embrace Ronaldo's unique style and approach. The transfer of Ronaldo to City would also have an impact on the wider footballing community, with many fans and pundits debating the merits of the move. Some may argue that it is a sign of City's growing financial dominance in the sport, while others may see it as a smart strategic move that will help the club to achieve even greater success. Ronaldo's move to City could also lead to renewed scrutiny of the role of agents in modern football. His agent, Jorge Mendes, has been a controversial figure in the sport in recent years, and some may question the influence that he wields over the transfer market and the power that he has to shape the destinies of top players. One potential area of concern for City would be Ronaldo's adaptation to the team's style of play. While he is a highly skilled player, he is also known for his tendency to play as an individual rather than as part of a team. This could cause issues for City, who are known for their fluid, possession-based style of play that relies on teamwork and intricate passing movements. Guardiola would need to work closely with Ronaldo to ensure that he is fully integrated into the team and that he understands the specific roles and responsibilities that he is expected to fulfill. On the other hand, Ronaldo's individual brilliance could also bring a new dimension to City's play. His ability to score goals out of nowhere and to create chances from seemingly impossible situations could give the team a new edge and make them even more unpredictable and dangerous in the attacking third. The signing of Ronaldo could also have implications for City's tactical approach in big games. In recent seasons, Guardiola has tended to favor a more conservative approach in key matches, relying on a solid defensive foundation and quick counter-attacks to catch opponents off guard. With Ronaldo in the team, however, Guardiola may be more inclined to take risks and play a more attacking style of football. Ronaldo's arrival at City could also have an impact on the team's commercial and marketing activities. As one of the biggest global superstars in the sport, he would undoubtedly attract a huge amount of attention and media coverage, which could translate into increased merchandise sales, sponsorship deals, and other commercial opportunities. Another potential benefit of Ronaldo's arrival at City would be his experience and leadership qualities. As a seasoned professional who has played at the highest level for over a decade, he would be able to provide valuable guidance and support to younger players in the team, helping them to develop their skills and grow as individuals. The signing of Ronaldo could also have a ripple effect on other areas of the club's operations, such as ticket sales, stadium attendance, and fan engagement. With Ronaldo in the team, fans may be more likely to attend matches, buy season tickets, and engage with the club on social media, which could help to boost City's profile and revenue streams. One potential downside of Ronaldo's arrival at City could be the impact on team morale. While he is undoubtedly a highly talented player, he is also known for his intense work ethic and demanding personality, which could cause friction with other members of the team. Guardiola would need to manage this carefully to ensure that Ronaldo's presence does not disrupt the team's cohesion and unity. The signing of Ronaldo could also have implications for City's transfer strategy in future windows, with a significant portion of the club's budget being spent on acquiring the Portuguese superstar. They may need to be more selective in their future signings and focus on bringing in players who can complement Ronaldo's strengths and help the team to achieve even greater success. Ronaldo's arrival at City could also have a cultural impact on the club and its supporters. As a player who is known for his flamboyant personality and extravagant lifestyle, he may be seen as a departure from the more understated and reserved approach that City has traditionally taken. This could cause some tension and debate among fans and stakeholders about the direction that the club is taking. One potential area of concern for City would be Ronaldo's fitness and longevity. As a player who has been at the top of his game for over a decade, he has undoubtedly put a significant strain on his body and may be more susceptible to injuries and fatigue as he enters his late 30s. Guardiola would need to manage his workload carefully and ensure that he is fully fit and ready for the team's most important matches. Another potential impact of Ronaldo's arrival at City could be on the team's style of play in general. With such a dominant and high-profile player in the squad, Guardiola may need to adjust his tactics and approach to accommodate Ronaldo's strengths and weaknesses, potentially leading to a shift in the team's overall philosophy. This could take time to implement and may require some trial and error, as Guardiola and his coaching staff work to find the right balance between Ronaldo's individual brilliance and the team's collective identity. One area where Ronaldo's arrival could have a particularly significant impact is in City's performances in the UEFA Champions League. The Portuguese star is one of the most successful players in the history of the competition, having won it 5 times with 2 different clubs. His experience and leadership in big matches could be a valuable asset to City as they look to finally win their first Champions League trophy. However, the pressure on Ronaldo to perform in Europe could also be a double-edged sword. If he fails to live up to expectations in the Champions League, it could lead to criticism from fans and the media and potentially affect his confidence and morale. Guardiola would need to manage this carefully and ensure that Ronaldo is not burdened with too much expectation or pressure. On the other hand, the competition for places in the starting side could also drive up performance levels among City's players. Knowing that they are competing with one of the best players in the world for a place in the team could inspire them to work even harder and raise their own standards, ultimately benefiting the team as a whole. The signing of Ronaldo could also have a psychological impact on City's opponents. Knowing that they will be facing one of the greatest goalscorers in the history of the sport could lead to a sense of fear or intimidation, potentially giving City an advantage before a ball has even been kicked. This could be particularly valuable in key matches and competitions where the margins for error are slim. Another potential benefit of Ronaldo's arrival could be the increased media attention and exposure that he would bring to the club. As one of the most high-profile and marketable players in the sport, he would attract interest from fans and media outlets around the world, potentially boosting City's global profile and reputation. The signing of Ronaldo could also have implications for City's academy and youth development programs. With a player of his experience and stature in the squad, younger players may have the opportunity to learn from him and develop their skills through training and match experience. This could help to create a pipeline of talent for the club, ensuring that they are able to compete at the highest level for years to come. However, the signing of Ronaldo could also have negative implications for the development of younger players. With such a high-profile and dominant player in the team, there may be fewer opportunities for younger players to break into the starting 11 or get regular playing time. This could lead to frustration and potentially even stifle the development of promising young players. Ronaldo's arrival could also have implications for City's relationships with other clubs and stakeholders in the sport. His reputation as a controversial and divisive figure could lead to tensions with other clubs, particularly those with whom City have existing rivalries or disputes. Guardiola and the club's management would need to manage these relationships carefully to ensure that they do not impact the team's performance or reputation. The signing of Ronaldo could also have implications for City's style of play in the Premier League. With a player of his profile and ability in the team, Guardiola may need to check his tactics and approach to accommodate Ronaldo's strengths and weaknesses, potentially leading to a shift in the team's overall philosophy. This could take time to implement and may require some trial and error, as Guardiola and his coaching staff work to find the right balance between Ronaldo's individual brilliance and the team's collective identity. If Ronaldo were to join Manchester City, it is highly likely that Guardiola would adjust his tactics to suit the Portuguese superstar's playing style. Ronaldo is known for his incredible speed and agility, as well as his exceptional finishing ability. He is also a highly versatile player, capable of playing in a range of positions across the attacking line. Guardiola would need to work out how to get the best out of Ronaldo, while also ensuring that he does not disrupt the team's overall system. This could be a tricky balance to strike and may require some experimentation and tinkering in the early stages of Ronaldo's tenure at the club. Guardiola is known for his tactical acumen, however, and is likely to relish the challenge of adapting his approach to accommodate Ronaldo's unique skill set. One option for Guardiola would be to play Ronaldo in a central striker role, where he would be able to make the most of his lethal finishing ability. This could require some adjustments to the team's current formation, potentially moving away from Guardiola's preferred false nine system. Alternatively, Ronaldo could be deployed as a wide forward, where he would have more space to use his pace and agility to get in behind opposition defenses. Another factor to consider is Ronaldo's defensive contribution. While he is undoubtedly one of the greatest attacking players of all time, he is not known for his defensive work rate. Guardiola is a coach who places great emphasis on defensive solidity and pressing from the front, and may need to find ways to ensure that Ronaldo contributes fully to the team's defensive efforts. This could involve tweaking his position or responsibilities on the pitch, or working on his defensive skills in training. Ultimately, Guardiola's approach to integrating Ronaldo into the team is likely to be a delicate balancing act. He will need to find ways to maximize Ronaldo's attacking potential, while also ensuring that he fits seamlessly into the team's existing structure and ethos. With his vast experience and tactical nous, however, Guardiola is well equipped to manage this process effectively. The potential rewards of having Ronaldo in the team are enormous, and if Guardiola can get it right, Manchester City could be unstoppable in both domestic and European competition. It is hard to overstate the impact that Ronaldo's arrival could have on Manchester City's squad. He is not only one of the greatest players of all time, but also a consummate professional and a natural leader. Ronaldo's work ethic and dedication to his craft are legendary, and he would undoubtedly set an example for his teammates both on and off the pitch. One of the key benefits of having Ronaldo in the team would be his ability to score goals. He is a prolific striker who has scored over 700 career goals at club and international level. His ability to find the back of the net with such consistency would be a huge boost to Manchester City's attacking options. Ronaldo is also a proven winner, having won numerous domestic and international titles with his previous clubs, as well as leading Portugal to victory in the 2016 European Championships. Ronaldo's arrival would also give Manchester City a huge boost in terms of their global profile. He is one of the most famous and recognizable athletes in the world, with a massive social media following and a huge fanbase. His presence at the club would help to attract new supporters from around the world, as well as boosting the team's commercial appeal. Another potential benefit of having Ronaldo in the team is his ability to inspire his teammates. His drive and determination to win are infectious, and he has a proven track record of motivating his teammates to perform at their best. His experience and leadership qualities could be invaluable in helping Manchester City to achieve their goals, both on and off the pitch. However, there are also potential risks and challenges associated with Ronaldo's arrival. One concern is that his high profile and superstar status could create a disruptive influence within the team. It is important that the team's existing structures and culture are not undermined by Ronaldo's arrival, and that his presence is managed carefully to ensure that he fits seamlessly into the team dynamic. Another challenge is that Ronaldo is 36 years old and may not have the same physical capabilities as he did in his prime. While he is still a hugely talented player, his pace and agility may have declined slightly in recent years, and this could impact his ability to perform at the highest level. Manchester City will need to manage Ronaldo's workload carefully to ensure that he remains fit and fresh throughout the season. Overall, Ronaldo's arrival at Manchester City would be a major coup for the club and could potentially transform their fortunes both on and off the pitch. However, it is important that his presence is managed carefully to ensure that he fits seamlessly into the team structure and culture. If managed correctly, Ronaldo could be the missing piece of the puzzle that helps Manchester City to achieve their ultimate goal of winning the Champions League. Manchester City have been among the best teams in Europe in recent years, winning 4 consecutive Premier League titles and reaching the Champions League final last season. However, they have yet to win Europe's top club competition. Ronaldo has won the Champions League 5 times in his career and would undoubtedly be hungry to add a 6th title to his collection. His presence in the team would also raise expectations among fans and pundits, who would see Manchester City as even stronger contenders for the Champions League trophy. Ronaldo is one of the most high-profile athletes in the world, and his every move is closely scrutinized by the media. His arrival at Manchester City would undoubtedly attract a huge amount of attention from both the domestic and international press. This could be both a blessing and a curse for the club, as it could help to raise their profile and attract new fans, but could also create distractions and put additional pressure on the players and coaching staff. Guardiola and his team will need to be prepared for the increased media scrutiny that Ronaldo's arrival would bring and ensure that they maintain a strong focus on their on-field performances. Ronaldo is one of the biggest shirt sellers in the world, and his arrival at Manchester City would undoubtedly lead to a huge boost in shirt sales and other merchandise revenue. Fans would be eager to get their hands on the latest Manchester City shirts, with Ronaldo's name and number on the back, and the club could also expect to see increased revenue from other merchandise, such as hats, scarves, and mugs. This could be a significant financial windfall for the club and could help. Is widely regarded as one of the best coaches in world football and has enjoyed tremendous success throughout his career. However, his tenure at Manchester City has been marked by a relative lack of success in Europe's top club competition. With Ronaldo in the team, there would be even greater pressure on Guardiola to deliver a Champions League title to the club. The expectations would be sky high, and Guardiola would need to find a way to balance the demands of the domestic and European competitions, while also ensuring that his team is prepared to face the best teams in Europe. The Premier League is already one of the most competitive and exciting football leagues in the world, with several top teams vying for supremacy each season. Ronaldo's arrival at Manchester City could potentially tilt the balance of power even further in their favor, making it even harder for other teams to compete. This could be a concern for fans of other Premier League teams, who may feel that the league is becoming increasingly dominated by a small group of wealthy clubs. On the other hand, it could also help to raise the overall standard of the league, as other teams are forced to raise their game to compete with Manchester City.